3 years ago, I was in a really dark time in my life. I had lost everything. I had been to the penitentiary twice. I got kicked out of high school in the 10th grade. I had lost my job. I didn't have a great relationship with my daughter because I was off into various passions and pleasures and stuff of my little habits and stuff. Therefore, I kicked her to the curb. So I was in a bad spot. And I got to think about my life when I was young. I said, God, I have failed you. I'm a straight up loser, a failure. I'm a society reject. So I apologized to God. I asked him for mercy. I cried myself to sleep. I asked him for help. And next thing you know, a couple of days later, I was up early. I stood on my uncle's porch, and right across the street were a lot of white people. Next thing you know, this guy walked up to me with this really big head and big smile. He said, "Hi, my name is Darren Babcock." Well, what happened was my neighbor her porch had caved in. She fallen, broken a wrist or ankle. Went over to repair her porch, and they wanted somebody. They had left the generator. They needed some electricity, right? So they didn't want to go door to door because they didn't know anybody over there. You know, they were white people in the hood. You know what I'm talking about? And Darren started talking to me like, "What kind of work do you do? What's your name?" and stuff like that. I answered his questions and stuff. To be honest with you, right now my life is a hot mess, man. And I don't even care about my life. I did this and that, but I have an 8-year-old daughter, and she gonna need my help because this world can be a lonely, cruel, mean place, and she gonna need my help. But I didn't care about my life anymore because I figured I had failed, so at least I could do something for her. So he listened to me and he looked me in my eye and told me, well, I can see if I can give you some help, but you got to prove yourself first. You may have to start off as a volunteer, come every day, be on time and put in a full day's work, and I may become an advocate for you or help you, right? And he said, well, just meet me at my house at 10 o'clock Tuesday, and I see if I can give you some help. I said, where do you stay at? He said, I stayed on Valentine. I said, what? He said, yeah, Valentine by the garden. You said, you stay in the hood? Yeah, I'm the one that got the garden on the corner right there. That's my garden. I said, oh, okay then, I'll find it then. He didn't look me in my eyes. He said, Patrick, he had this ridiculous looking smile. He got this big smile right on his face, and he said, let me tell you something, Patrick. A job is really not your problem. You've had jobs before. And then he goes on to say, money is not your problem. You've had money before. He said, you need Jesus. When he told me I needed Jesus, it echoed through my whole system. I had a racial barrier that I had placed before Christ, and I never had a relationship with Christ because it wasn't God. Jesus wasn't in my image. I was thinking I had this dialogue. Do you know who I am? Boy, I run circles around you and that Jesus crap you talking about. I was a Muslim imam in prison, right? I accepted Islam as my belief system. I had a whole different belief system, right? And I almost rejected the help that I prayed for, but I did not know my help was gonna come in the form of a big-head white man. I went to his house, and next thing you know, I saw people that was broken like me. I started working in the garden. I met people that was notorious in the street, used to be drug dealers and hustlers and stuff. They had surrendered to Christ, and their life was like a new life. They was discipling me, taking me and my daughter to church, showing me how to plant and stuff like that, which I just fell in love with the stuff. And next thing you know, we came to these Latham lots over here and built a farm. It gave me a meaning and a purpose. I was feeling so bad before 3 years ago about myself. I was nobody. I had nothing, and I felt like I was just a loser. I felt I just was tired. I was just worn out. I was just sick and tired of being sick and tired. And by me working here at the farm, it gave my life a new meaning, a purpose, a new chance. I can restore all those broken relationships that I was dealing with. I didn't have a relationship with Christ or God. Now I got that. Then my life just started getting better. Then I had a relationship with myself. I restored that relationship because at first, I tell you, I was so down on myself, like I'm such a loser. Now, that has been restored. Myself, I am somebody, I got a purpose and a meaning in this world, right? It's the love when people come to the farm, how we greet them, it's like Texas hospitality and just love on people. You know, we come here, I just don't give a fake, artificial hello or shake a hand, you know, all nervous and stuff. I really let people into my intimacy. I embrace people and I leave that with them. You know, it's different, a handshake, but when you embrace a person and love on them, and that's what I do here. You know, I think that's the biggest impact that I've done, just to love on people.